Distinguished members of the UCLG, I am 정재근, the Secretary General of the 2022 대전UCLG World Congress Organizing Committee and the President of Daejeon Sejong Research Institute. I would also like to extend a special thank you to Secretary General Ms. Emilia Saiz and the World Secretariat for their dedication to the success of this World Congress, as well as for giving me the opportunity to present on Daejeon Track. Although I cannot give this presentation in person, I still hope that the significance and importance that Daejeon Track holds can be relayed in full. Before starting my presentation, I'd like to say the reasons to hold Daejeon Track at this Congress. First, from the aspect of the theme, Daejeon is proceeding as the capital city of science in Korea, leading science and technology. Therefore, we would like to open a discussion platform to elicit advanced strategies to solve urban problems through science and technology that many cities are currently faced with. And we expect to share policy proposals and experiences of participating member cities. Secondly, regarding the operation of Daejeon Congress, under the COVID-19 circumstances, it is crucial for the success of Daejeon Congress to fully employ international resources in Korea. We need the active participation of international organizations, academic societies, schools, and international students in Korea. To this end, Daejeon Track can function as your participation platform. We expect to have at least several hundreds of international participants within Korea during the Congress. This presentation will cover the overview, structure, and explanation of the different sessions and affiliated events, and conclude with future plans for the Daejeon Track. First, let me give you an overview of the Daejeon Track. I already mentioned the purpose of Daejeon Track. The overarching theme of Daejeon Track is a city where no one is left behind through science and technology. And there are two principles on which Daejeon Track is designed. The first is the integration of Daejeon Track's theme into that of the World Congress, and second is to balance Daejeon Track with the other tracks like Local for Action. Daejeon Track is planned to be held at Daejeon Convention Center 1. And it will be comprised of a total of 13 sessions. There will be one plenary session and 3 sub-theme sessions with 4 sessions in each sub-theme. Sub-theme 1 is named People and Science. Sub-theme 2, Environment and Science. Sub-theme 3, Public Administration and Science. Title of the plenary session is The Future of Urban Innovation along with the Development of Science and Technology. The session will be organized by Daejeon City and the Daejeon Institute of Science and Technology for Enterprise and People, called DSTEP. The goal of this session is to present on the direction of future cities through the experience of Innopolis, the R&D innovation cluster in Daejeon, with over 40 years of history in the development of science. The contents of the plenary session is to look into science and technology for their application to future cities and their impact on people. It will also present innovation tasks, joint countermeasures for current urban problems, and discuss the new normal after COVID-19, carbon neutrality, and newly appearing issues caused by the fourth industrial revolution. One of the sessions in the People and Science sub-theme is Human Rights in the Era of Artificial Intelligence. This session will be organized by Daejeon City's Civic Communication Division. This session will seek ways to protect the right to know of the vulnerable groups who may be alienated in the artificial intelligence environment. It will also discuss measures to prevent infringement of self-determination rights in the pandemic situation. Daejeon's integrated care system will be organized by Daejeon City's Welfare Policy Division. This session will discuss the ways to apply integrated care using smart technology. Furthermore, they will share mid to long-term development plans for integrated community care that is customized to Daejeon City. Building a healthy living environment and a resilient city will be organized by Daejeon City's Healthcare Division. This session will seek the ways to create a healthy, active environment and a healthy city facing climate change. It also discussed the ways to strengthen networks for sharing health policies and information to realize health equity between regions and countries. The Education and Metaverse session will be organized by Daejeon Metropolitan Office of Education. This session will discuss practical approaches building a learning platform by employing Metaverse, and it will share strategic plan and examples of how Metaverse learning platform is practically used. Furthermore, this session will discuss expected problems, countermeasures when employing the Metaverse learning platform. Next is the Environment and Science sub-theme sessions. The session, Science Capital Daejeon, Regional Innovation for a Carbon Neutral Green City, will be organized by this step. This session will share examples of innovative models of carbon neutral technology, as well as citizen participatory practices for realizing carbon neutrality in Daejeon. Furthermore, it will discuss regional innovation measures necessary to achieving the 2050 carbon neutral goal. The session, Innovative Governance and Digital Transition for Climate Action, Resilience and Sustainable Development, will be organized by UN Project Office on Governance of UNDESA. It will discuss innovative governance at the central and local levels for climate action and measure to achieving climate resilience through effective data governance and digital transformation among stakeholders. The Carbon Neutral with Clean Water Energy session will be organized by Korea Water Resources Corporation. The session will introduce two systems, the eco-friendly floating solar power system as well as hydrothermal energy system. The session, How to Build Safe Cities via Diagnostic Technology, will be organized by the Research Center of Pioneer. This session will introduce the K-quarantine system and its successful experiences and identify global diagnostic test status and global needs during the pandemic, and share a development plan of new rapid molecular diagnostics platform for a safe city. Finally, in Public Administration and Science sub-theme, there is the session Smart City Daejeon, Advances to the World. This session will be organized by Daejeon City's Smart City Division. This session will look into application of science and technology for smart cities, discuss the direction and strategies for smart city policies, and introduce the current status of smart cities in Korea as well as those abroad. The session, Future Local Autonomy and Decentralization Model in the Fourth Industrial Era, will be organized by Korea Association for Local Government Studies, Daejeon Sejong Research Institute, and KDI School of Public Policy and Management. This session will discuss the ways to incorporate technological advances from the Fourth Industrial Revolution in decentralization and local autonomy development model. It will share insight on how technological advances can contribute to creating a balanced local development in the model. The session, Local Administrative Innovation and Science and Technology, will be organized by Korea Local Information Research and Development Institute, Daejeon Sejong Research Institute, and Asian and Pacific Training Center for Information and Communication Technology for Development of UNSCOP. This session will discuss ways to implement a digital local government that meets the needs of local residents in the development of the fourth industrial revolution technology and transition to the digital era. The Government Innovation and Science and Technology session will be organized by Korea Association for Public Administration, KDI School of Public Policy and Management. This session will introduce changes in government decision-making processes and policy execution caused by developments in science and technology. It will also discuss the future of government's administrative system following the employment of the fourth industrial revolution technology. Some Daejeon Track sessions are planned to be conducted with various affiliated events such as Smart City Display. In this manner, we expect to guarantee more effect, interest, and participation of the Congress. All these sessions introduced today need to be placed within the Daejeon Track at this initial stage of planning. This is because essential activities like budgeting, arranging speakers and discussions, and cooperating with different organizations need to be conducted from now. The program contents, schedules, and other more specific details of Daejeon Track may be adjusted on the principle of integration and balance as the preparations for the World Congress and the Local for Action Track advances forward. Consequently, and again, Daejeon Track will function as a participation platform in gathering various and fertile international resources in Korea in the challenging circumstances of COVID-19. I hope that Daejeon Track will make significant contributions to increasing UCLG's visibility by broadening participation while harmonizing with the other tracks in the World Congress. Thank you for listening, and I request your deep understanding and support for Daejeon Track. Thank you very much.